Hey everyone, of course, it's just me speaks coming to you with another video. Now, as you can see on my thumbnail, who do we have? None other than Mr. Holt and Miss Curry. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. As I stated there on my thumbnail, it's time to accept the obvious. We're going to break down everything that kind of transpired over the weekend, some other things, and we're just going to get into it. Now, of course, before we move on, I didn't really do my countdown too much because, of course, this is my second video. But we just gonna hop right into it. Don't want to hold you. But before I do so, please everyone go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also turn on those notification bells so you will be notified whenever another video is uploaded. Of course, I am on my road to 1,000 subscribers. So please, everyone help me get there. And to everyone that has already subscribed, been showing love, leaving comments, you are well appreciated. I try my best to heart every comment, if not comment. Just know if I miss over your comments, sometimes I get so many. Just know it's all love and you are well appreciated. I do plan to start going live soon. I was kind of trying to wait till I got to my 1,000 subscribers to actually start doing lives. That way I can interact with my speakers because I definitely also want to always hear your side of the story, how you feel about things, so we can break it down together. Now, of course, if there's any time that you want to speak with me, you can always reach me in my email, which will always be down in the description. So again, y'all, as I stated, I'm not going to hold you. Just a quick little video here, basically going over some of the things that transpired over this past weekend. Now, I did hop on Saturday morning and kind of gave like a brief over that, of course, it was, Martell and Arion came on live and kind of debunked the rumors about being incarcerated the prior night. As I had stated on the previous videos, I wasn't willing to say definite that it had happened because, of course, I wasn't able to verify that information. So I like to state facts. And if it's something I'm not sure of, I will put alleged because not only for YouTube purposes, but because I just don't like to throw false things, especially something to that nature. I don't like to do that. But of course, since then, of course, they came out saying it didn't happen. Now, in my opinion, do I think something may have taken place? Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be surprising uh, if it had. Do I think he was incarcerated? I don't know. I never seen any proof of where he had actually been incarcerated. I never saw anything, with a mugshot or any of that. But so again, I'm not really sure of that. Now, if authorities was called out and maybe they de-escalated the situation, maybe, had them separated or it's a cool down period or something that may have, happened. I'm not really sure because again, they came on live and stated that nothing had pretty much taken place. Now, what was kind of concerning was the live itself. Um, Now I understood why he did it. Do I think it was his idea of doing it? I don't know. I almost feel as though this was maybe have been something that was instructed for him to do to kind of clear the air and to clean it up. You need to go on live and you need to address your fans because of course everyone was talking about it. It was, yeah, it was the highlight. It almost overshadowed, them dropping the new season and all of that because of course we know that happened that night after they had already had been, stated everything about the new season starting. So this all transpired that night. So do I think that he was instructed to go on there and kind of clear things up? Yes, I do. um I don't know if it was have her on there as well. I don't know because it brought up a lot of attention to her as far as first, if it did happen and you're covering up for him, then that's never good because I don't really care how much, we don't really care for her because of the things that she has done. No woman deserve to, have to go through anything of that nature. However, again, this is another example of how he can manipulate a situation and clear himself. It doesn't really matter how the other person is looking as long as his image is upheld. Now, let's start out with number one, the things that she said. First off, it almost seemed as though it kind of put you in the mind. He was saying one thing, she kind of saying something else. It's like, okay, are we still having the same conversation, or is this going talking somewhere else? Because she gets to talking about OWN and why would they use her for promotion, and the picture looked good. Why they had to do in that girl? And first of all, let's clear that up. You're not that girl. um in my opinion. You're not that girl unless you're talking about that girl that had relations with a married man. You're that girl, yeah. But as far as that girl, as in the it factor and, you know, you making boss moves, we all know that that's far from the truth. and I mean, I don't even need to say allege on that because we see you on Instagram quite often, or had been seeing you on Instagram quite often. And again, you were trying to get your clothing line off the ground and, things of that nature. Shout out to you. But I do feel that you had a lot of opportunities presented to you that you fumbled. You could have taken the attention, although it wasn't good attention, but you could have taken the attention that you got and blew up. Starting your own YouTube channel, you could have did merch, you could have finished the book that you claimed that you was writing. I mean, it was so many opportunities that you had, but yet and still it seems as though the highlight of your day was sitting on the couch on live, going back and forth with content creators, fans, well, not fans, because you don't have fans, but going back and forth with people on IG or worried about what Mel is doing. And, it just seemed as though you didn't use that opportunity that could have been something of value to you. You didn't use it well. And I think it was because your focus was in the wrong area. Now, secondly, if something did happen and authorities had to be called, shame on both of y'all. Because if he's there, then 9 times out of 10, for sure, we know that Knox was there. Paris probably was there. And that's never a good look. If you're having shouting matches or whatever may have happened in front of those children was the wrong thing to do. And to to say that he is out here fighting for full custody of his other 4 children that don't have to go through these type of things, again, it's not a good look for you. And I think that was the main reason as to why he is definitely trying to clean a lot of things up, because how would it look for you to be taking Melody to court for full custody of your children, but yet and still allegedly getting, contained for, DV, basically. So that definitely wouldn't have been good. And trust and believe, some people have been saying that they think it may have happened and he know people there. So of course they may have been able to keep the mugshot or keep the arrest under wraps because he know people. You can't keep it under wraps from the judge. So if it did happen, it'll come out in the wash. Even if they were called out and a report was done, that's something that still could be brought up in the custody battle. So it's still, you could say whatever you want to say, however it go, and tell your fans whatever, but will it hold up if it's true in court? That's a whole nother ball game. Next, it was a situation of the appearance of Arion. Now, I know some people were saying that her face looked it swollen, and that was no lie. That definitely wasn't no lie. I definitely feel as though something is off because she did have a lot of swelling to the face. And I'm not saying swelling to the face because she got hit in the face, because of course I didn't see any bruising, but I didn't blow it up to examine all of that because look. But anyways, she definitely looked as though she could be maybe expecting. Um, if she's not expecting, that's a lot of weight gain to your face pretty quick, because a few months ago your face wasn't nearly that big. How many bonbons have you ate for your face to be swollen up like that? That's a lot. And we know that she is not a big person. So either it is some type of medical condition, pregnancy, or something, but definitely she did not look well. Now, maybe she just had woke up. Maybe she almost even seemed as though maybe she had been crying. I don't know, but she just didn't look like the same person and have the appearance that she normally have. And that's was the biggest thing. But either way, kind of moving on with the whole situation, regardless of what may have happened or however, again, she used the opportunity when he first, because of course we both know this is his first time ever going live with her. This is his first time ever allowing us to even basically see him, even in the presence of her. And she couldn't help but to talk about OWN and the bloggers and this, that, and the other. Girl, them people is not worried about you. And it's no way in that pea brain of yours that you thought that OWN had something to do with this rumor. Because again, why would OWN want this type of publicity? They don't want that type. They not want that. They don't want that kind. And trying to say that one of their leading cast members have been arrested for DV. Now that's not the attention that that they want. So no, OWN had nothing to do with this. Again, you haven't been mentioned since season 1 or season 2, and you still harping on that. And let's just state the other obvious: you will not be on that show. You fumbled that bag as well, because basically you were too disrespectful to the people that created the show. Newsflash: Martell didn't create the show. He is not the network. So he has no control of whether you come there or not. So if you thought that you could just say whatever, do whatever, and still get your way, that's not how that works. So again, you can just let that go. They needed that girl because the new season coming out. What girl? Who are you? I mean, like, you have no motion. And you do all your investigation, and you look up all of these. You look up mail, and you know this, and you know that. Does it never dawn on you that you nowhere near where she is? And I think that that's what intimidate you and others, is because nobody can figure out how she was able to build herself back up, even when you played a part in trying to knock her down. You thought that you were going to have the life that she had, and it didn't work in your favor. Accept it for what it is. Accept the obvious yet again. As far as with Martell goes, I think he is very manipulative, and I think he has manipulated you to the point that here we see you on live with your face looking like you done had 10 bonbons a day. Like, you look worried. You look sick. Something look wrong, like it's wrong with you. Like, you really, really worried. And newsflash, you have to get up and do something. How long are you going to allow him to manipulate you? Because the first thing that should have been a red flag for you is when Mel left him, because again, he didn't leave her. He did not in turn come to you. You have ample opportunity. He had ample opportunity to be with you, and he chose not to. And even since then, has said that you were 15% to his ex-wife. He has said that you was a peasant. He has, in so many words, called you ratchet. I mean, he has done everything to really disrespect you publicly, and yet and still, you still like pretty much go along with everything he say. It don't take much. Now again, do I feel like she also was willing to clean this up because she know that it could affect his check, and if it affect his check, it probably would affect her too. But how much could he really be giving you? I mean, I'm pretty sure you can make just as much as he's given to you, and that would be an additional income. But again, it seems as though you sit placent where you are and do absolutely nothing. Now, moving on to what he said as far as the bloggers have to have something to talk about, the bloggers have to have something to say. I wish somebody would let him know that pretty much if it wasn't for the bloggers, that show probably wouldn't even still be on. Like, for real. Like, it's a good show, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of people that probably wouldn't even really be checking for none of y'all if it wasn't for the bloggers keeping you relevant. So you might want to shout the bloggers out, but it tends to be a situation that as long as you're praising them, then it's all good. They responding, they ready for interviews, and this, that, and the other. But the minute somebody says something that they don't like, oh, it's the bloggers, and it's this, and it's that. And then the amount of disrespect that they give to bloggers is a letdown. Because newsflash, sir, it's some of these bloggers on these YouTube streets that make probably what you make. Let's just keep it all the way real. They make probably what you make or close to it just from doing this. So don't discredit it, because maybe if your baby mama would have, tried to do that, she could have made her a coin as well. But anyways, so then we go on to where we, have seen where Miss Wanda has made, it clear that Martell and Arion should join her on the soup chain. And you should come on and call my lawyer to sue the bloggers that said that. Lord, Lord, Lord. Is this a buy one, get one free? Is that what we doing with the lawyer? I mean, because we seen that you said that you were trying to get Stormy to go to your lawyer. You were trying to get Destiny to go to your lawyer. Now you're trying to get Martell and Arion to go. Is this a buy one, get one free? Because are you trying to get these people to go up there so you don't have to pay for yours? Like, what is the point? And at the end of the day, it's called freedom of speech, ma'am. They're on television. It's gonna be talked about. It's gonna be discussed. And if anybody is that private, they may not want to be on television. I don't know if anybody ever thought about that. And then I heard where it was someone else that, she was speaking with, saying that people just put him down, and people just, they shouldn't do that, and they wanted to make him out to be a bad person. Who hurt you? I mean, you can tell people that has been through some things and maybe even was raised a certain way, because a lot of things are acceptable. Manipulation is never acceptable. DV is never acceptable. It's like you putting him on a pedestal. Oh yeah, he cheated and he did this and he did that. Oh, but he this. take it for what it is. Take it for what it is. I mean, stop putting a but when it is shouldn't be one. It's a period. I mean, I just don't know. But at the same time, they do all of this because of their feelings towards Melody. It's not because they just think so highly of him. They only think highly of him because they don't care for Melody. So I don't think it's nothing that he could do that you wouldn't have the pick me's defending him. If his mugshot was big as day, they still would find a way to defend him because they don't care for Melody. And that's just clear. And now we seen and we've heard, several times throughout, the day that certain cast members are promoting, like I heard Stormy is actually promoting Melanie's Seventh Avenue brand. Shout out to her. Maybe these are some things they have been clearing up and working out behind the scenes. And if that is the case, then we need to keep it going, because maybe now that they have maybe moved out some of the, you know, alleged bad seeds, maybe it will be more peace and we can see more of the business side to this show versus the toxic side of this show. Because as we all know, Mel and Martell and their storyline, their divorce, their custody battle, all that has carried this whole entire show for all of these seasons. So now it's time to venture off to something else. And Carlos did make it clear that, it's going to be totally different than what we've seen in the past, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to something different, because last season had you almost wanting to say, this it, because it was too much and it was triggering for a lot of people. I did hear him say on DJ Richie Sky's channel that Sheree has made an appearance and she got into a conflict with one of the cast members, and it kind of trickled down with Martell, and it got heated where two people were having to be separated. I put a poll up earlier saying, who do you think that she had an interaction with? It's kind of hard to say, but I would honestly probably say it would probably be Letitia. I'm almost willing to bet it's Letitia, because Stormy seemed, I don't know. It could be her, but then again, it's like with Stormy and Kimmy, they almost seem like they was wowed by her. Letitia is, to me, alleged with some of the insecurities that she tends to have. And to me, my opinion, she has a jealous spirit. I could see where she would probably be the one with the issue with her being there. I just don't see where it being Tiffany. If it is, it would be something petty, but with Stormy or Kimmy, I just don't really see it happening. Kiki, not really sure. I almost forgot about Kiki, but I'm not really sure. If you haven't had a chance to check that poll out, go and let me know, who do you think, it could have been that she had an interaction with. But yeah, y'all, that's pretty much all I had, is basically just trying to see what is the deal with them. And end all be all, I feel like Arion need to, basically, it's time to accept the obvious. And the obvious in this situation is he don't want you. He don't want you. I don't think you're up to par to him, because he, although we again don't really care for him, he is a man that tries to keep up a certain image. He is a man that, which he stated himself, he wants you to have just as much as him, if not more. And we know you're not there. Not to say that you can't be, but you're not there yet. And again, he's had ample opportunity to come and be with you prior to the shenanigans he got going on with Sheree. He had ample opportunity prior to that to, move forward with you, and he chose not to, which normally that is how I go. Normally, whoever the side chick is, even when things go to the wayside with their marriage or relationship or however, the side chick that was the cause of it normally is never the one chosen. And that's just facts. And basically, he may come around, deal with you here and there to keep your mouth shut, to keep from being on child support and things to that nature. But other than that, as far as him sharing a relationship with you, I don't think that it's gonna happen. But that's neither here nor there. Again, I just wanted to hop on, kind of say a little things about what was going on, over the weekend. Again, we have, far as I see or have heard, we haven't gotten any clarification on whether was there actually an arrest or not. Again, did something happen? I don't know. Wasn't there. Do I think it could have? Yeah, possibly. And I just think it could have been a situation where maybe they was called out and maybe someone was asked to leave, and pretty much that was it. Maybe a report was written, but that's as far as it went. Who knows? But again, that was it. That's all I had. Again, if you have not yet, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bells. Again, leave me a comment down below. Let me know, how do you feel? Do you feel that it's time for her just to go ahead and accept the obvious of what it is and what is not? Just tell me how you feel about everything that happened over the weekend. Are you excited about the upcoming season? And that's about it. Again, if you need to reach me, my information will be in the description box below. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And again, y'all, thank you. And until the next video, good night. And y'all have a wonderful Tuesday on tomorrow. Love y'all. Good night.